Now, the main reason for SANs is because previously we had what we called direct attached storage, and we still do today, where we have physical hard drives inside of servers where we keep our storage. Now that storage is great to have locally in that server, but most times those servers go underutilized, and it's very hard to share that information. So we invented what we call file-based protocols. There are several different types of file-based protocols. First of all, there is CIFS, or Common Internet File System, and SMB, which is a successor of the CIFS protocol and is called Server Message Block. These are two Windows-based or Microsoft file-based protocols. There is also NFS, or Network File System, which is primarily used on Unix and Linux servers. All of these protocols are usually what you would call your share drive on your computer. They're a way for Windows servers and Unix or Linux servers to share information across the network. However, these file shares usually have high latency over TCP/IP and are very chatty. So they're great for local area networks, but they're not great across long distances. But they are very easy to use. And a lot of times you'll use them with applications like Microsoft Office, or for file and print services, or even Microsoft SharePoint. In recent years, NFS has made many improvements, and with new technology like 10 gigabit Ethernet and the ability to adjust our packet sizes to larger sizes, we can move a ton of data over NFS. However, these file-based protocols are not as efficient as what we would call a block-based protocol. Block-based protocol, like SCSI, is a protocol for writing and reading data blocks to and from a storage device instead of whole files, like our file-based protocols. Now, there are several different mediums in which we can use file-based protocols. One would be a parallel SCSI cable, and this is what you have inside of your server or your desktop computer that allows you to talk to the hard drive. It's very low latency, and it's only good for short distances. We also have the ability to do iSCSI, or SCSI over TCP/IP. This is actually very high latency and good for low bandwidth applications, but it's also very inexpensive. We've talked a lot about fiber channel and traditional SAN technologies, and recently, with the invention of fiber channel over Ethernet, we can deliver those same low latency, high bandwidth, lossless delivery over the Ethernet network. Block-based protocols are very well suited for high performance applications such as databases and other things that demand a high amount of performance. So when we talked about NFS and CIFS and SMB, a lot of times what companies do is they'll buy an appliance that they call network attached storage, or a NAS device. A NAS device is a device where we can access the storage on that device over an IP network, and that information on that device can be shared between multiple servers or users that want to access that information. That device can share this information with a number of different protocols, including NFS or CIFS or SMB. TCP/IP can also be tuned or optimized to make this type of storage more efficient. And finally, NAS is slower than direct attached storage or SAN, but allows you to share your data in a much more economical fashion. Storage area networks allow you to have the same type of speed and performance that you would normally get out of having the devices directly attached to your server. All you're doing is lengthening the distance between the server and the storage. And being able to provide this high performance interconnection, we can allow higher throughput and the ability for the storage to be accessed at a block level through the SCSI protocol. This also allows us more efficient use of our storage because those disks can be shared among multiple servers, and it has a lower total cost of ownership than direct attached storage. It does, however, in most cases, require you to have a switched fabric or specialized switches to transport that communication between the clients and the storage or tape drive devices. Please join me for the next lesson, understanding how switches connect to the storage area network.